can't say that we're in the first like 10 seconds of the video. They're all in big trouble, big trouble.
Breaking news, massive day for unemployed
Oh
individuals.
my
And it's no
god.
secret between you and
I love this picture, by the way. I don't know when he started using it. He was using it in the last video, but I love it.
that I am not a fan of.
It really
I know
gets
this
me
may
going.
be shocking to some of you, but I am not a fan of Frogie, as some people call her. I am not a fan of denims, and I am not a fan of Caseytron. Absolutely no
Is this Black Ops 6?
one is surprised by
I
that.
use aim
And
assist
since you're a
disconnected.
real one and you watch with notifications on, you're subscribed, you like, you share, you've been keeping track.
All the
of
Black
this
Ops games look the
situation that I've
same
been
to me.
talking about. That's been going on. That's been ongoing for what, 4, 5, 6 months at this point? I lost track of time. So the one, the only Legal Mindset just dropped this video. Denims and Reddit in trouble, and this is
Reddit. We reacted to this yesterday, didn't we?
of all time. This is the average Denims Caseytron Frogan enjoyer. Hey, leave my queens alone, all right? You're just a bully. You're just a slob tuber. You're just jelly that you're not as hot as Frogan. And while that is true, I'm not the one getting sued for stealing content. I'm not the fucking idiot. I've said this before.
Yeah, he blatantly admits to stealing it as well.
But it is the truth, guys. I'm not lying.
And goes out of their way to make as bad faith reaction as physically possible.
All of this is going from bad to holy shit, this is getting really bad, guys, to oh my god, we're actually going to lose. So if you enjoyed this video, drop a like.
Again, I will give Frogan props though. She hasn't really said anything.
A comment.
She hasn't said a whole lot of anything. I haven't really heard of her since the start of the lawsuit, other than it's like, oh, these are the people getting sued.
Feeling it's only gonna get worse, and it's not gonna stop anytime soon.
Okay, Casey's doing Casey things. Denims was doing so well, and then she just decided, you know what? I'm just going to attack the whole VTuber community as well. Fuck it, why not?
So you might as well stay updated, guys.
Today, Denims and Caseytron, Frogan, the Reddit mods, they're all in hot water. And we're going to talk about that today on The Legal Mindset. We teach you to be your own judge. Of course, I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney. And this is months in to the legal saga of Ethan Klein suing the three of them for copyright infringement. And it only gets worse, especially when we examine not just the court filings, but also the social media posts. The most significant news is that the Reddit mods responded with
Reddit snark mods. Most of the defense filings are irrelevant. Of course they are. Trial date. It's December 20. Oh, please have it. It won't, but please launch the video. Publish the video of the trial on Christmas Day, Ethan. Oh my god, I beg of you.
Of pages.
That would be the best Christmas gift anyone could give us. To give me that amazing content.
Legal
Please.
filings in their defense.
Please.
However, most of
I
those
beg
pages
you.
are irrelevant exhibits. So we're going to go over the high points, some of the high arguments, and the biggest defense arguments they're bringing up now, and how those are absolutely ridiculous. In this one filing that I'm going to go through first, this is the subpoenas in regarding to the subpoenas to Reddit, Discord. This is the mods fighting back. This is the mods trying to hide from the wrath of Ethan Klein. They do not want Ethan Klein to be able to get their information,
Well, yeah, no
discover
shit.
them,
Because they know they're fucked if he does.
out their messages.
They
So
can say
at this point,
like Master PP or whatever his name is, where he's like, it's so funny I'm part of the lawsuit. Like, who does he think he is? Like that sort of thing. It's like, yeah, you can say that, but like, you know you're fucked. Like,
and
realistically.
this is the critical thing. A lot of people are going to miss this. They are trying to make their whole case in this argument before we've even had what's called discovery, before we even have any facts come out. They're just trying to gush 700 pages to prevent us from looking at the facts. Think about that for a second. Pause and think about that. All of this is a thing that is being done to stop us from getting the facts.
They're scared, and I'm no lawyer. I'm just a simple little guy. Thought about going to law school a few years ago, but didn't end up going. But I guess, according to some YouTubers, I guess I could call myself a lawyer if I just barely stepped foot into the classroom. Oh yeah, I'm a lawyer, guys, and I'm a doctor.
Source, trust me, bro.
Just epic like that. This is probably the most work this Redditor has ever done in his entire life. If I had a son,
bro, literally one of them posted that he was being super stressed because he has to work at Reddit and moderate a Reddit server. They can literally only moderate a Reddit server. a Reddit thread. Any more than that, and it's too much work.
Or a daughter, and they were like, yo, mom, what the fuck? They were like, Dad, I'm 33 years old and I finally have a job. I'll be like, dude, that's awesome. What are you? I'm a Reddit mod.
I'd kick him out of the house.
I mod for fucking Frogan. Oh my god. I would just give that kid away. I don't care if you're 33. I'm putting you up for adoption, little bro.
We do
700 pages of
the 18-year late abortion.
Just to drag this process even longer. He's legitimately throwing everything at them to avoid it, but eventually your time will come. They're gonna come get you, and well,
this game looks so shit.
So hopefully you at least got paid a little bit by Casey, Frogan, or Denims, because Reddit moderators don't get paid. They just do this for free because they have
some,
else to
admittedly,
do
some Reddit mods do get paid. I am familiar with some of them. Well, as in, like, I don't know them personally, but like I know of them and they get paid. But the vast majority of them don't.
Hope you defending your
same
queen
with Twitch mods, same with Discord mods. A lot of them don't get paid, but some do.
Simping for them got you far in life, because from the looks of it,
but if they do get paid,
you're
it's
scared,
probably like
freaking out,
$20 a day or some
I mean,
shit.
I'm not gonna lie, little bro. If I was in this situation, I would be freaking the fuck out too. But that is why I don't do dumb shit. Well, most of the time. I try not to.
When somebody fights too much, it's like that old saying, the lady doth protest too much. When they fight back too much, you know what they're doing. When they have 700 pages behind it, that means there's
700
really something to hide. And we're going to get into that today. So here's what the arguments that they brought up in this motion. I'm going to call it a motion to hide. And because Ethan Klein is an evil, bad man, therefore we shouldn't
Ethan
allow
lays
the
a trap,
facts
nuke
to
and
come out ever
countdown.
and see whether anything
Nuke is heavily
real or not.
controversial.
And to be
Denim's
honest
life
with
reacts.
you, a lot of this, when I read through it, I just purely laughed. But stuff like, for example, here where they say the H3 Snark subreddit, a safe and a safe and anonymous space for criticism. H3.
That is
calling
a
it criticism is
total
highly
lie.
debatable.
I've been talking about this for a minute. That is a fucking lie. That place dogs people. All right. Do you guys remember the CPS situation?
No, Sens. You don't understand. It's safe if you're on their side.
This is a safe.
If you're not, well,
place.
then
we definitely are
good luck.
respectful, and we definitely don't dox and harass.
You've
people
just
that are
landed in
sleeping with
Normandy,
us,
brother.
right?
Have fun.
Guys. Just trust. That place was beyond toxic. As someone that made a video about that whole situation, it was legitimately 1 or 2 levels below 4chan. Oh, you don't agree with me? I'm gonna fucking dox you and your family and your puppy. And
4chan is so bad for that.
The most insane, disgusting,
4chan is full of weirdos.
Redditors that you could imagine, acting tough behind the keyboard.
Still like a step above Reddit though.
Whenever I'm having a bad day,
not by much,
whenever
but you
things
know
aren't
they
going
are.
my way, and I'm like, man, this day kind of fucking sucks, dude. Just an L day or an L week. Always be grateful, guys. Always remember, it could be worse. You could be 7,000 pounds and a Reddit mod and a loser. So by comparison,
You just said the same
this
thing
might
twice.
be- Isn't too bad. It could always be worse, guys. It could always be so much worse.
Whenever any place calls itself a safe space, I know exactly what is going on there. I just had to use emojis because I was laughing at all of this. You know, as soon as I saw Denim's use was fair.
Is that a used
I just started laughing. It was the pure reaction.
She's not gonna let you hit Lil Bro. All right,
I'm
she's
trying to
not
s-
gonna let you smash
trying to see.
because you're defending her for free. What
Denim's
is
was-
this?
Denim's
There,
use was
guys,
transformative.
trust. She is a very good reaction.
Yeah, it's
I
a
will beat you up, bro. She's not gonna
Rib
let you
for her
smash
pleasure.
because you're defending her here, and here. Whoever's behind this account, you're a fucking loser. All right, you're beyond.
Yeah, but
pathetic.
maybe
So the
his
first
wife
argument
who
they make
Denim
is her use is
Denims will
transformative and
notice
does
him.
not supersede the original. Well, that's where
Probably a
the
tier
empty
3
chair
sub
comes in.
and sub
That's
to
where she's gotta make the
her
argument
OF.
that what
I was
she
trying to remember what the
did
fuck it was called.
so important and so innovative that it just totally changed it and made it something different. And it overwhelms the fact that she, with intent, said, please, everybody, watch this instead of his video as a replacement. So it's got to be so different that it's okay to replace.
I think
the
technically
thing. But
speaking,
the
it
error
has
that
to.
Denim's made was
There's like
she
it has to be an 80% difference to be 100% legally safe. But obviously, most people don't do 80% because it's really hard to do 80. Most people, actually no, most people do about 100% or they do about 0. Because I said it, like, what are we classing as difference? I guess would be one thing. I'm not trying to argue in Denim's or Frogan's or Casey's favor, by the way. They're not even close to fair use. I'm just thinking about it. Like, Are we talking in just pure length? Like, you know, I
Went out
stopped.
there and
I
explicitly
stubbed my
said,
toe.
what I am doing is here to replace you watching Ethan's video. And because of that,
It wasn't a bad stop, thankfully,
that's
but
where the real error comes in for this transformative element. Next, this is the most shocking thing to me, is Denham's came out, the attorney said,
hold on.
essentially, remember,
Need to go to the bathroom again. I think someday I'm just gonna leave my mic on when I piss so you can all hear me pissing. I think I'm gonna do that someday. I don't know when though. I'll use it as like a jump scare, you know?
AGI is Ethan Klein. So let's read this as Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein's highly factual works support greater dissemination.
What?
So literally here, people, we have Denham's lawyers saying Ethan Klein is right and
I'm still convinced Denham doesn't have a lawyer.
factual. What?
Do they know which side they're arguing for?
I'm like, wow, that's one way to put it. That's one way to put it. And I know what they're trying to do legally, but this puts Denham's in a really awkward position because now if she says anything online other than everything that Ethan Klein said is true and factual, it's not opinion. Everything that Ethan Klein said is fact, Denham's, because if you go online now, Denham's, and say that anything that Ethan Klein says is his opinion, well, that hurts your legal argument, darling. And that's not good for you.
Bro, what are these fucking lawyers? These are lawyers from fucking Timu. Where are these people finding the worst lawyers possible? Dog, at that point, just pull a Saul Goodman and defend yourself, alright? Just save the money. These
I'm
are
convinced
some
they
of
are.
the worst lawyers.
You know, it would be really funny if they showed up on the day and their lawyer was like Sean Black or Hassan. Oh my gosh.
Have
Please,
seen.
please. I know it's not the case, but it'd be really funny if it was.
And it's like, it's the same thing with Denham's and her team and Frogan. Yo, what is going on? What do you mean you can't afford a decent lawyer so you don't get completely fucked financially and
I
publicly?
mean, none of them can afford a lawyer. They're all broke. Casey spends it all on weed. Denham's is an OF model whose money seems to just go into the abyss. And Frogan spends it on food. So, like,
Your lawyers just argued that he is indeed making factual arguments. Oopsie. Oopsie. Also, Denham's did not negatively impact the market. She increased it. Now, this is the most like, and I put the stonks over here because this is the most like, you know, meme coin sort of logic out there that I've ever seen in my life. It's sort of like Denham's increased the market because everyone has enjoyed watching, along with my channel, every other channel, and roasting Denham's, and how absolutely brain dead her take is on the law, and how brain dead her position here is, and how screwed she is legally. She's increased the market.
I'm convinced. Actually, I was going to say she's getting her legal advice from ChatGPT. No, she isn't. If she was getting her legal advice from ChatGPT, it would probably be better. You know, like at least ChatGPT would probably say, like, "Hey, don't agree with the person suing you. That would be a good idea if you want to win." You know, just as like a life tip. Yeah, bro.
By people roasting her, by people coming out there and making fun of her. So it's
Yeah, but if you're a roaster, you're just a misogynist, and you're righty, and you're a Nazi, and you're a fascist, and you're, what's the other word? Racist. Nazi, fascist. Oh yeah, you're a transphobe and homophobe as well. It doesn't matter if you didn't say anything transphobic or homophobic, but you can't be one, you have to be all of them, you know?
Not something she
Like
intended to
Exodia.
do. It's an
You
unintentional
have to collect all the
secondary
pieces.
effect. And if you look at the substance of these arguments, which I believe is going to be the substance of the arguments for Frogan and Caseytron, these are laughable arguments. These are arguments that are so funny that, I mean, literally it hurts. I'm trying not to laugh right now. I already did earlier. But this is absolutely hilarious. So the reality is Reddit itself is scared. It's not just the mods. The rabbit hole is going to go way, way deeper on this. Just wait.
It's what I said at the start, and it's what the lawyer said at the start. This is nothing but filler. 700 pages of filler, to be more exact.
Oh,
just
lovely.
So it
Love a
takes
good
so
filler
long to
arc.
actually get to the point, it just delays the whole thing, right? I don't know if the judge is going to see this and just be like, well, this is a massive waste of time. Why are you making us waste our time? This is pathetic, and then get them in the bad mood, and then you're just going to make everyone hate you more than people already hate you. So, once again, these are Redditors, so clearly not the brightest individuals.
Well, I mean, yes, Redditors are kind of known for explaining something in like 1,000 words that can be explained in like 10. Because they think it makes them smarter. Like, I've had arguments with people who will go out of their way to use like big words that they're not even using 100% correctly because they think it makes their argument stronger. Like, no.
And my fellow moderators have endured a deep psychological impact and
Oh
fear
my
of
God.
retaliation to the point that Reddit admins offered us free subscriptions to privacy software that would help remove our PII. PII is personal identifiable information. And by the way, guys on this channel, remember that term. PII is some of the most, that is the gold of the modern era. Every company is trying to farm your PII. If they're trying to give you something for free, it's because they're farming
You're
you
the product.
like an NPC. They're just farming
I'm
you
not an NPC,
for that
fuck you.
sweet PII. That's really at the undercurrent of a lot of what's going on. But here we go. Reddit here says, hey, we're going to help you scrub that information from the internet in case we are doxxed and harassed. So Reddit is actually engaging in potential, and once again, I'm going to say allegedly, according to this statement, once again, this is their own filing, but they literally told on themselves and said Reddit admins are helping them
Imagine telling on
scrub
yourself in your own
evidence.
fucking defense.
So this can now
Like-
be escalated by Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein can look at his lawyers, which I'm sure are going to get this clip. I'm very sure they're going to look at this quote over here and say, wait a second, Reddit admins are scrubbing evidence?
Well, we already knew this, yeah.
Now we're going to go deeper into
Now it's
Reddit
just,
and see
like,
what's going
100%
on
confirmed.
here. What is going on with the protection of these people? How deep does this go? Now we may get cell phone logs. Now we may get text
Ooh.
messages. Now we may get corporate emails because Reddit admins have decided to step in, not just the mods. They themselves, by their own filings.
Yet again, another shaking my head IRL situation right here. Why would you ever in a million years admit to erasing, deleting, getting
Evidence,
rid of
yeah.
evidence? It's like, I'm not even the lawyer, but even I could tell you this is so fucking bad. It just opens the door for so many other things to be discovered and opened and be talked about. Ain't no way. I cannot believe how incompetent and how retarded. Well, I don't want to say the R word. I don't want to say the R word anymore. I am in my wholesome era. No more R words to be delivered publicly. These people are brain dead. Like,
Retards. I'll say it for you.
Way. Even if you wanted it to, I refuse to believe these people aren't real people with fucking lawyer degrees. Ain't no way you admitted to deleting evidence.
Swatting is horrible. But this is sort of the like consequences are coming around to people that have never had consequences thing. So their whole argument for
What is
not
it?
giving
Faffle?
up
Far
their
Cry find out.
information, where their their messages, etc.,
Faffle? Faithful?
is
Faffle.
the repercussions if we are unmasked are not hypothetical. As a harsh reality I know we would face if our identities were revealed, I'm certain we'd be targets of swatting, a dangerous and potentially deadly harassment tactic. And you know what? I agree. But here's the thing. Many people on Reddit have been swatting people for ages with no consequences, with nothing coming back at them. And
Agreed.
now when they're the ones where there might be some internet repercussions, are like, oh, no. It's all fun and games when you have no face and you're behind a little avatar. But now that you're going to be unmasked, things are going to get serious, huh? And this is going to happen all across the internet. This is why this case is so important, because we do need to unmask
I
these
mean, yeah,
people
they
that
will
have been
use this
engaging in
case as reference in future cases for stuff similar to this. Yeah.
these tactics consequence free. They've been online doing these things consequence free, and we can get them through the legal process. And this is completely legal, right? This is absolutely legal. This is why this case is massive precedent, and this is why it is so important overall for the online ecosystem.
I mean, that is exactly right. These people love to fuck around, act tough behind the
Because they never find out. But now they are, so it's fine.
keyboard.
The
I'm
circle
gonna
of life.
fucking kill you, and I'm gonna dox you. And is this where you live at, little bro? It's like, yeah, thank you for giving me my address. I forgot about it for a second. Swatting, doxing, I don't condone it. I've been saying this for years, even to my biggest ops. It's not something that I have, nor will I ever support. I
This
think
is
that's
fucking
way
stupid.
too terminally online, and I don't think that's
Yeah,
it.
only
You
actual
think
retards
they
do it.
could dox people, send human skulls, call CPS, harass individuals. It's all fun and games until it actually happens to them. Then they want to be protective. They want to be anonymous.
Well, then
but
it's
nah,
bad.
It's too late.
If it
now
happens to
for
them, it's
that.
bad.
You
If it happens
think
to someone
these people are
they disagree
so
with, though, it's great.
deranged. They believe that the internet is a shield, this magical shield, a magical barrier, and their little mind
But bro, I'm anonymous. How can they find my address? I'm not using my real name.
Like, you're a fucking idiot.
on
Sorry.
Reddit are blown when this magical barrier disappears and all of a sudden you're exposed. Well, guess what? That's consequences. That's reality. Real people deal with that all the time. And they thought they were living in another reality or another timeline or another thing where they can just get away with whatever they want to do online without any sort of consequences. Well, that's not going to happen.
And I am very much looking forward to see the faces, to see what the people actually look like behind the scenes. These tough redditors. I want to see how they look
Please
like.
be a
I wanna
bunch of
see if
fat
they
people
look
in
like
fedoras.
The average redditor.
Like, we know they're going to be fat, right? Please wear the fedoras, I beg.
Thanks to Legal Mindset for the update. You're the goats, and hopefully one day we get to meet. I would love to buy you a beer or some tacos because of all the hard work you've been doing.
beer
So,
or tacos.
let's go get some boba. Legal Mindset on me. Anyways, I am out. I need to touch some grass. I need to interact with other human beings, or else I'm
Ooh,
gonna
that's
turn
cringe.
into a moderator. So subscribe, drop a like, do all that
They interact
fun
with people.
stuff. Share this with your whole
They
squad,
interact with hundreds of people.
your whole family. Send
No one
this
likes them, but they interact with them.
video to the family group chat and tell them all to watch. I don't even know what I'm saying. Bye.
Alright, peace out, brother.